Good morning, students. Today we discuss the overview of our subject, that is elements of electrical engineering. And the subject code is 22215. Our subject having a marks 70% end sem 70 marks of end sem exam, 30 marks for practical assessment, progressive assessment. The weightage of this subject total is 100 marks. In practical session, the end sem exam having a 25 marks, then assessment of 25 marks, total is 50 marks. Means overall weightage of our subject is 150 marks. In this subject, we discuss basic basics of electrical engineering. The total number of unit is 6. In first unit, the name of first unit is magnetic circuit. In this unit, we have to discuss the magnetic flux. What is meant by magnetic flux? What is meant by flux density? What is meant by magnetomotive force, MMF, magnetic field strength, permeability, reluctance, then electric and magnetic circuit. What is the difference between electric and magnetic circuit? Then the series and parallel magnetic circuit. Then we have also discussed about Faraday's law, then Lenz's law, Fleming's law, as well as dynamically and statically induced EMF, self and mutual inductance. Then last point of this unit is BH curve and hysteresis loop. After drawing the BH curve, we draw the hysteresis loop. Then the unit number second, the fundamental AC fundamentals. In this unit, we have to discuss the difference between AC and DC quantity. What is meant by AC quantity? What is meant by DC quantity? Quantity. Then a definition of AC quantity, definition of DC quantity. Then comparison of both quantity AC and DC. Also, we discuss the advantages of AC over DC. Then the next point of this unit is single phase AC sinusoidal. In this point, we discuss what is meant by instantaneous value, the definition of instantaneous value, then what is meant by cycle, what is meant by amplitude, what is meant by time period, frequency, angular frequency, RMS value, then average value, then form factor, and last one is a quick factor. All this definition we discuss in this unit. Then next point is a vector representation of AC quantity as well as DC quantity, phase angle, phase difference between AC quantity and DC quantity, then what is by lagging, what is by leading. This concept we have also discussed in this unit. Then the definition of pure resistance, what is by resistance, right? This definition is also discussed. Then inductance, capacitance in AC circuit, right? Then next point is a RL and RC circuit. RL means resistive and inductive circuit, right? RC means resistive and capacitive circuit. So what is meant by RL and what is meant by RC circuit? Then next one is a impedance and impedance triangle. Then next one is a what is meant by power factor. So what is the significance of power factor? What is meant by power factor? The definition of power factor. Then what is meant by power? You know that power is nothing but the it is a product of voltage and current. It's called as power. The unit of power is watt. So what is meant by power? Then the types of power: active, reactive, then apparent and power triangle. This point is also discussed. Overall, in this unit, we discuss the fundamental units of AC. Right? The third unit is a polyphase AC circuit. Polyphase AC circuit or three-phase AC circuit. You know that what is meant by polyphase? Poly means number of phases, and in electrical system there is a maximum phases is three. Maximum phases is three. So we also called as three-phase AC circuit or polyphase AC circuit. In this unit, we discuss the three-phase system over a single-phase system. Means the difference between three-phase supply and single-phase supply. Then what is meant by three-phase supply? What is meant by single-phase supply? Then the waveform of three-phase supply and single-phase supply. Then three-phase EMF generation and its waveform. We also draw the EMF equation and its waveform of three-phase supply as well as single-phase AC supply. Then what is meant by phase sequence? We know that in the three-phase AC supply, generally phase sequence is R, Y, B. So why these phase sequences happen? This point is also discussed in this definition. Then what is meant by balanced load? What is meant by unbalanced load? Then next one is a phase and line current. The definition of phase and line current. Then phase and line voltage. We also discuss the what is meant by line voltage, phase voltage, then star connected and delta connected balanced load. What is meant by star connected load? What is meant by delta connected load? We also draw the circuit diagram of star connected load and delta connected load, and then we after that we discuss the what is meant by balanced load, what is meant by unbalanced load. In the case of balanced load, we consider the three parameters we discuss later. Then what is meant by current power factor in a three-phase balanced load? In the case of balanced load, what is the quantity of current, what is the quantity of power, and what is the quantity of power factor? We discuss in this point. Then last one is a star and delta connection. We also compare star connection and delta connection. Then next unit is a unit number 4, transformer and DC motor. In this unit, we discuss the definition of transformer. What is meant by transformer? What is the function of transformer? What is the construction of transformer? Then types of transformer. See, transformer working principle, EMF equation, voltage ratio, current ratio, and transformation ratio. Then next point, the losses happen in transformer. There are different losses. We know that iron losses and core losses. The types of losses and the formulation of that particular losses. Then next one is a auto transformer. What is meant by auto transformer and what is the difference between two winding transformer and auto transformer? We discuss in this point. The comparison between two winding transformer and auto transformer. The main difference between two winding transformer and auto transformer is in case of two winding transformer there are two windings. The number of winding is two. It is isolated, electrically isolated, and the in two winding transformer the first winding is called as primary winding and second winding is called as secondary winding. Primary winding is always connected to supply side and secondary winding is always connected to the load side. Those winding is connected to the load side, winding is called as secondary winding, and those winding is connected to the supply side, this winding is called as primary winding, right? And in case of auto transformer there is only one winding, it acts as a primary as well as secondary. This is the main difference in between auto transformer and winding transformer. Then the DC motor, the construction of DC motor, the types of DC motor, the parts of DC motor, and also the function of each parts we discuss in this point. Then types of DC motor. We know that the DC motor having a two types: DC series motor and DC shunt motor. And last one is a compound motor. But In this syllabus, we discuss only DC series motor and DC shunt motor. We draw the circuit diagram of DC series motor as well as circuit diagram of DC shunt motor, and after that explain the construction of DC motor. Right. The next unit is unit number 5, fractional horsepower motors. In this unit, fractional means the below 5 HP motor is called as a fractional horsepower motor, right? Single phase induction motor is also called as fractional horsepower motors. Then the schematic representation of that particular fractional horsepower motor, also the operation and application of that motor, then the types of single phase induction motor, split phase induction motor, capacitor start induction run motor, then capacitor start capacitor run induction motor, then permanent magnet motor, and last one is a shaded type of motor. This is the types of single phase induction motor. Which one? First one is a split phase, second one is a capacitor start induction motor, third one is a capacitor start capacitor run induction motor, then permanent magnet capacitor motor, and last one is a shaded pole induction motor. All the types of induction motor. In this, we discuss the construction working principle of all these motors. Also, we draw the phasor diagram of all the motors. Then the special application motor is universal motor. Those motor are work on AC as well as DC supply. The motor is called as universal motor, right? Principle of operation of universal motor, reversal of rotation and application of universal motor. Then next one is a stepper motor. This motor is generally useful in robots, right? Because the output of that motor, stepper motor, is a stepwise, particular angle, right? So the types of stepper motor, then principal working of stepper motor, and last one is the application of stepper motor. This motor is useful for particular application, special application. So we discuss in this point the applications of stepper motor. And last unit is the unit number 6, protective device and switchgear. Right. In this unit, we discuss the fuse. What is my fuse? It is a protection device, right? Protective device. So the operation of fuse and the function of fuse. Also discuss the types of fuse. Then switch fuse unit and fuse switch unit difference. Difference between fuse unit and fuse switch unit. Then next one is a MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Then MCCB, molded case circuit breaker. Then ELCB, earth leakage circuit breaker. The operation of all these circuit breaker and general specification of this circuit breaker. Then earthing. What is mean by earthing? Then importance of earthing, factor affecting earthing. The earthing is the most important point in electrical point of view. The safety of equipment as well as the safety of human being. So we discuss in this point the types of earthing. The earthing having a two types. First one is a plate type earthing and second one is a pipe type earthing. So we discuss the what is by earthing, definition of earthing, types of earthing, then importance of earthing, factor affecting on earthing. And last point is a method reducing earth resistance, Indian electricity rules relevant to earthing. Which point we we consider in the case of earthing. So some standard rules for earthing to discuss in this point. This is an overview of our subject, that is elements of electrical engineering, right? In the practical session here, the coverage of marking scheme of our subject unit wise. The first unit is magnetic circuit, and the total marks or weightage of that first unit is 10 marks. Then second unit is AC fundamental. The weightage of this unit is also 10 marks. Second unit is a polyphase AC circuit. This unit is having also 10 marks. Then transformer and DC motor. This unit is 14 marks. Then fractional horsepower motor or single phase induction motor having a 14 marks. Then last unit is a protective device and switchgear. This unit is a 12 marks. So overall weightage of 6 units is 70, right? 70 theory marks, right?